Okay, so January 1st, always something 2022. So anyway, I made potato pancakes yesterday, and oh boy, Audrey really liked them. Amari really liked them. I wanted corn because I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to use one of my jars here. Do you see? This one says chicken thighs, April of 2015. I was going to use a different jar, but because this one was done in 2015, I was going to use turkey. That was done, I think, last year or something. But anyway, this one here is perfectly fine. So I'm going to use this because I want to make gravy. I want corn with either turkey or chicken with gravy. And potato pancakes with sour cream and a lot of garlic and some pickles. So anyway, I don't get into this cupboard very often. It stays usually pretty cool. You can see what's going on in here, right? I got a Mod Podge of a little bit of everything, but as we go down, what do we see? Something happened. Now, mind you, on the other side of the cupboard underneath the sink, you know, it's been leaking, people. Like, I'm not a fucking plumber here, but besides that point, or because my wash machine is here, maybe one of these hoses fell down and it got something wet, and then who knows, but, or maybe, you know, either a jar popped, whether it's a store-bought jar. I'll be able to isolate it down after. I just want to show you, like, you can't be afraid of this kind of stuff, okay? People will be like, oh, you know, it's not like canned stuff. Well, canned stuff isn't necessarily long-term either, right? Because, you know, especially when it has ketchups in it, you know, the acid eats the metal. And then on a ketchup can, like a ketchup can, or, you know, like a tomato sauce in a can, if it's been sitting for too long, it will start to bulge. You don't want to open it. You just want to throw it out. Anyway, this here, well, I never even put anything on there, but you can see it's still perfectly nice and fine. It's either pork or hamburger, and you can see how nicely solidified that is, and that's the way you want it, right? So everything on this shelf so far, I mean, I have to get in. Every now and then I get into this stuff. I go deep. I rearrange. When I get my new fish, I have to get into my other cupboard. That's another day. So anyway, I'm in here looking for corn, and then I can see something happened. So this is just recent. This hasn't happened too long now, right? And it could be related to the washing machine. Who knows? So anyway, I mean, you can see there's apple organic juice there. I mean, obviously that juice is perfectly fine. You can see that. There's chicken there. It looks like it's perfectly fine. Whatever it is just something in this corner here. So I just wanted, you know, I'll come back and we'll figure out what it is. Hold on. Okay, so this isn't very fun. See, this is why I like jars, people. Okay? Do you see? That has not popped. That is perfectly fine inside. It just needs to be washed. Honestly, I think what happened here is it was a tomato can. Do you see? Right? Maybe it got wet from the sink leaking underneath. I don't know. Or the acid from the tomatoes ate through the can. And because I don't cook like I used to, because half my family is dead, right? So anyway, this here, I'm just putting in I'm putting in these cans here because I'll double check. Yeah, do you see? Do you see what happened there, people? This is why I like to can my own tomatoes in jars. Because even if you're going to get a little oxidization at the top of the rim, underneath the lid, right underneath the lid. I already did a video on that. It doesn't mean that the tomato inside the jar is no good. But once the tomato starts to go no good in these cans, you can see what happens. The acid eats through the cans, okay? So isn't that just lovely? Oh, I hope it doesn't explode. So, this is an ugly job. But I guess this is what nanas do. And nanas and mums. So, these ones are okay. Alright? So I put them in a different... I have to wash everything. This one, hard to say. So, I won't know until I go through it. You can see. You'll know later. Just because this leaked. It's empty. As a matter of fact. It's empty. If you notice, I got gloves on. Right? Now, this has been going on for a while. Because, like I said, I don't really get into this cupboard very often. Every now and then, I'll come in and I'll check it. But I should have known better. Tomato in a can. Doesn't matter if it's ketchup, pasta sauces, straight up tomato sauce. That's a tomato sauce. Okay? That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get it so much from stuff like this. Okay? Or, you know, stuff like this. It can happen still. But definitely tomato. This is empty. So what happened was the tomato ate right through the can and then leached out. Okay? So learn to can tomatoes. Because if you learn to can tomatoes, you're not going to get that problem. Or at least if you're going to buy canned tomatoes of any kind. It doesn't matter if it's pasta sauce, whole tomatoes, diced tomatoes, ketchup in a can. Oh boy. I'm not even going to attempt to salvage that. I just don't want it to explode on me. Right? Put them someplace where you're going to keep an eye on them and try and use them regularly. Now, 2-3 years ago, I don't remember exactly when I get downstairs and I have to start putting things away. When I get downstairs and I have to start putting things away. More, right? Because I have a lot of work I have to do down there. I'm going to go through a cupboard where back in that day, I bought, oh my God, I don't know, $200 worth of pasta sauce. Classic Keo. But they're all, well, I'm hoping they're all in jars. I don't remember now. Maybe I did buy a few cans. I know I bought a whole whack of jars because I wanted the jars because those jars you can use for canning. But again, you know, I don't get into that cupboard. But when I go downstairs, we're going to open it up and we're going to see what happened to all those jars of wonderful, wonderful pasta sauce. Chances are, because they're in a jar, you're not going to get this same problem. The worst that you're going to get is maybe some oxidization under the lid, which is kind of black, right? But that's all it is it's oxidization. It can happen with beans. That just happens, okay? Where the problem comes in is if your lid, your canning lid, is rusting. I have a video on that too. Okay? Now, let's see. Oh boy. This really leached out. That's stuck on there, so I'm going to have to take some water to it. I don't want to break the jar. See, these are old tuna. So, I'll go through these. Which were the better ones here? I have to wash everything. These are perfectly fine. They're not bulging. What was the date on it? Well, it says May of 2021. So this one's really not too old. Right, so. And the new stuff I got coming, I have to get into this cupboard. This one over here, we haven't been in this one for a long, long, long time. And I got a lot of apple juice in that cupboard over there. And blackberry juice. So we'll see how that cupboard's been holding up all these years. I never even went in there once this year, people. I think I went in there last year at one point or another, but yeah. This is just one of those mishaps that you just have. This one's October of 2021. Right? So in a situation like this, you know, I mean, you just wipe it down because this thing, you can see what it did. Right? I'm just showing you not to be afraid. Now, if you notice this, look at what it says on there, people. It says, oh, I always have a problem with this. Do you see what it says? It says Shimei. Do you see that? You know why it says Shimei? Because Shimei wanted to learn how to can. Okay, this was before she died, people. She helped me can these. That's why I put Shimei on there, because I wanted her to be proud of herself when we open the jar. She'll be like, oh yeah, I remember doing that with you, Mom. I want to do some more. She never got a chance, people. She never got a chance. So sad. But if you notice, these jars are perfectly fine. Look at this. 2017. This one has 3.5 cup vinegar, 2 cup water. The tuna is okay, just needs to be cleaned. This one's okay. Oh boy, I'm always coming into crud. Doesn't matter where I go. Oh, there's some salmon. Ooh, quick pickles, extra spicy, hot. August of 2018. Shimei was dead by this time. Okay, so of course, I have to wipe everything down before I put everything back. I'm digging deep now. And here's some salmon. I got some more salmon coming. I'm going to be replacing this one. This one was 2016, so obviously you want to eat that up, right? Oh, this little detour. Here's another one. This is why I have to get into that cupboard over there. So when I get into that cupboard, I have a lot of these ones under my jars of juice. All the way down. So I'm gonna take everything out, see if anything did what this did, and then take the new salmon and the new tuna and repeat the process. It's just, you have to do it that way. There's no other way. Right? So that's what it was. Okay? Tomatoes are fickle. That's why I like canning my own tomatoes. That's exactly why I like canning my own tomatoes. I've learned that over the years. They're the best. I have canned tomatoes from 2015, people, that are still good. Okay. Like, seriously. That chili that I made was with tomatoes that were from 2015. Underneath the lid, it was oxidized, but the lid itself wasn't compromised. So the tomatoes were fine. And then when I wanted to do a different thing, or maybe it was with, I don't know, I had a jar with tomatoes, but the lid was compromised because the ring was on. In those days, I didn't take off my rings. And then I showed you on the video, I took a curtain rod hook, and I barely poked where it was rusting, and it went right through. So because of that, that whole jar was compromised. So I didn't eat that, right? Okay, here's another one. This is like the good old days with Uncle John. Right, I don't know what the date on this one is. But anyway, look. Amari likes salmon. But I gotta take out it all and wipe it down. Here's more. Right? So I'll show you. Before I can take out this juice, which is fine because it's stuck. Right? It's stuck from the tomato leaching out. Right? So that was the culprit. Was the tomato. See, I'm trying to go like this, but it doesn't want to come. and I don't want to crack the jar. So in a situation like that, after you start cleaning this up, obviously you're going to have to soak it and disinfect it. I have to move out all of this and then let the water just, see, these are stuck. Sorry. That's stuck. Alright. That's stuck. That's stuck all from the tomato shed. Oh boy. Now, how you can tell this can is fine, it's not bulging. Once you wash it, chances are it's going to come out clean. Right? But it's not anything you'd want to put away after you wash it. For long term, you'd want to use it up right away or give it to the cats depending on what's going on with it. But you can tell it's fine because it's not bulging. Okay? Just saying. Alright. Alright. Oh boy. And spider webs. Okay. And then I'll have to take out all those. I'll have to take out half of this anyway, a good half of it. Just to be able, and then, scrape this shit off. And there goes my nose. Coming into that crud. But it doesn't matter where it is, it's always crud. Right? Try not to breathe that in if you can. Anyway. Good old canned tomatoes. Okay, so I did get those jars off. You can see what 1 can of tomatoes can do. Okay? It's just a matter of time. When I go downstairs and I get into my food storage downstairs and we come into those tomatoes, whether they're in the classy old jars, which I can almost guarantee all of them will probably be fine. Right? Or my canned tomatoes, which more than likely will be fine. But when you buy them in a can, it's a hit and miss over long term. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move everything. That will be last. Okay, I'll clean that. This just happened like not too long. Okay. Like I said, on this side of the sink it's leaking, but even if it wasn't leaking, I've had tomato cans bulge. Right, like I find that just tomatoes in a can, any kind of tomatoes, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just a matter of time before something like that happens. It just eats through the tin. In the meantime, I'm going to leave that there for now. Guess I'll wash that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash everything. I guess I'm not making food right now. Right, I'd rather get this done first before I make food. Okay, you can see. And I'm going to show you, teach you what the value of jars are. Hold on. Okay. So I washed it. Okay, you can see. Now, since I'm down here, anytime you do this kind of stuff, it's a good idea to go through everything. Look at that. There's more pickles back there, people. More salmon. Do you see that? Oh, yeah. I'm happy. Happy. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry for tonight. Right? I put Vim on there. And scrubbed it down. Scraped it. Whatever. It's stained. I think I have some of this stuff in my sewing room, so I'm going to have to see if I can find it. I know I put some downstairs in the new cupboards, so I don't know. I probably have some kicking around the house. I don't have a lot of time, so we'll see. Well, I'll see if I can find some, and if I can, I'll run. Or maybe I'll find some newspaper and just run for now. But at some point, I'm going to have to get up in here because these salmons I want out. And then, as the new salmons and stuff are coming in, I will do what I'm doing here, you can see. Because those jars, this cupboard's really nice and cold. You can see how nicely that grease on that jar is gelled. Right? Everything's good in here. You see, there's another one. What is that? See, I have to get up in here. There's lots of things back there. Can you see? Just to double check on things. All right, in the meantime, I washed all that. Look at that. See? I'm doing good, people. Everything's fine. So this blackberry juice here, I know I have some underneath over there, but I'm going to see if I can make some jello with this, because I bought gelatin, right? I also have gelatin in those little packs, but I bought gelatin, so I'm going to see if I can make maybe some blackberry gelatin. I'm sorry, blackberry jello. And I washed everything, right? Wiped everything down, washed it, ran it under water, right? Now let it air dry. I haven't wiped those down, but those were on this side. But that's tomorrow. And then, yeah. Oh boy, I always get distracted, don't I? I'm kind of curious to see what's going back there. Just hold on a minute. Okay, so the moral of this story is anytime you can buy tomato, whether it's the pasta, the whole tomatoes, whatever it is, anytime you can, try and get it in a jar. Honest to God, it just better, right? Okay, right, in a jar. That's the salsa. And then, right, as long as it doesn't pop, right, you're good. Okay? Right? And if you're doing home canning, it sits. As long as it doesn't pop, you're good. Even if it's black underneath the jar and the lid, in terms of a home canned lid, that's just called oxidization. You would know if everything was bad inside. Okay? This is turkey from 2014. Do you see this? So, the deeper I go into the cupboards, all right, now what's this over here? Because I wanted turkey or chicken. Oh, that's another. What's that? Oh, blackberry jelly. April's or Lucy's. That's the last time I made black. Look, there's more freaking tuna. More tuna. Look at all this tuna. Tuna. What is this? Sliced beets. They're old. They haven't been opened. I'm curious to see what this is. Turkey. Or chicken thighs. 2015. And then we've got, looks like beets in there, people. Pickled beets. I don't think I have pickled beets in my fridge. Oh, these are so good. Like, you don't know how good those are. There's a few jars in there. And look, tuna, more salmon. Oh boy. Wow, that was easy. Just kidding. Okay, so now I'm gonna get back to doing what I was tired today, people. All I wanted to do was eat and rest. I vacuum sealed one 22-pound of wheat. And I was going to make some food and just lay down and rest. But obviously I got distracted. I feel like I just canned a whole bunch of pickles and whatnot with Shimei. Anyway, since I was down there, I found this turkey. Instead of using this turkey, which was done in 2020, I'm going to use this turkey, which was done in 2014. You can see it right there. Right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. I don't know if this pan will be big enough. Maybe I'll get a pot, something, because I'm going to put all of this in a pot. I'm going to open up the corn, put it all into the pot, and I'll bring it to a boil, and I'm going to turn it down and have it on a low boil, because you have to, they recommend, with the meat and the vegetables, I say it all the time, give it a low boil after you bring it to a boil. Turn it down and boil it gently on low. You know, keep it kind of whatever for at least 10 minutes, and then that way you know everything's good to go. Because the thing about botulism is you can't see it, you can't smell it, and you can't taste it. Okay, so even though it doesn't look bad, smell bad, there is always a small possibility that there could be botulism. But it could be in something like this too, that you buy from the store, right? So, you know, common sense. So anyway, this is good. You can see it's fine. It looks good. I'm sure it smells good. And then from the good old days when we used to be able to buy in bulk, I still have gravy mixes in bulk. So I'm going to combine this, this with a little bit of this in my liquid. As you're cooking, if it goes down, right, because you know it's a low boil, and you got to cook for 10 minutes and you want more liquid, then you can take your potato juice, you can put it in there. In this case, I'm going to be making more potato pancakes, right, with the sour cream, and then the turkey with the corn, with the gravy, and a little bit of salad. That's going to be, and some beets, pickled beets from 2018. I don't think I have any in my fridge, so I don't know. I'm opening up those. So yeah, brown meat, chicken legs, smells good. You know what it reminds me of? Back in the day when I was like 10 years old, you used to be able to buy whole chicken that was canned in the metal cans. Oh, those were so good. You can't find them like that anymore. Now when they can chicken, it's just a chicken breast in those small little cans, and it has no flavor. That's why I like doing this, because this stuff is so good. Now there's not going to be enough liquid in here, okay, to cook it for 10 minutes, right? So, like I said, just bring it, you know, bring it up to a boil. You don't have to boil the shit out of it. Okay, I'm going to add a bit more water, and I may add even more water because I'm going to end up making gravy, right? I think I'm going to bring this up to a, well, maybe not. No. I don't know if I should put this in there now, or just because what it is, when meat is cooked like this, it is so soft, right? So you don't want to boil it hard, because if you boil it hard, by the time you're done, you're going to lose its shape. Like Amari really likes this meat. Andre does too, right? I like it. But if you boil it too much, too fast, too hard, for too long, you see how this has a shape to it? You're going to lose the shape. So I don't want to lose the shape. There's even skin in here. I've seen it. Okay? So I'm just going to heat it up like that. I'll be back. Hold on. You see, this is where it gets grueling. Right. That took a while to do that underneath there. Okay. I haven't even done dishes from last night yet. So, I'll cook, make a mess, and then when I get up, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, or whenever, I'll, like I got up at 2 this morning. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning, and it's already 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. That's why I was tired. But, so anyway, I'm going to make comfort food. That's what I'm doing. Making comfort food. And then, get up. And at some point, I'll have to wash dishes. Right? And what you gonna do? I live a very grueling life. All day long. Every day. It never changes. That's why I want to get this food stuff out of the way. Although I'm pulling stuff out of cupboards now. Right? I'm doing this video because I want to show you how canned chicken from, I guess in this instance, 2014, is really, really good. If you ever had canned chicken, like in a can. Okay, so this is boiling now. I can hear it. So I just shake it. You don't stir it, just move it around. I have a lid on it. Okay? I'll put a lid on it. I got it down to about 3 now. So it's going to heat up inside and be on a low boil. Okay? Okay? And we'll do that for about, oh, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes. 7 minutes. And then that's when I'll throw the corn in. Right? Or, that's 22 minutes after. So, in 10 minutes, I'll put the corn in, because the corn doesn't really have to boil. This stuff is usually pretty good, right? It's processed differently than home canning. So, you can eat this right from the pan. But home can, they always recommend heating it up, giving it that 10 minutes with intense heat, but not overboiling, right? So now I'm shredding potatoes, getting ready to make some potato pancakes. So good. Alright. Just wanted to feature a little dinner here with some canned food. Yesterday I did canned beans. Right? My beans from the yard. I don't know if it was last year's beans or the year before. They were good too. Alright. I was going to do something else here, but I'm craving corn. I really need comfort food right now. I need to rest. I didn't expect to have to go underneath the cupboard, but I'm kind of happy that I did. I'm feeling pretty good about this stuff here, trust me. Alright. Alright. So, okay, so we got that. So, when you want to make potato pancakes, if you don't know how, you take a shredder or a food processor. My mother used to make me do it with smaller holes than that when I was a kid. It took forever. I just do this one. It's just as easy. Oh yeah. Look how nice and clean that lid is from the chicken. Do you see that? From 2014. Look at that lid. That's good. So, I've decided that after I'm caught up with all this stuff in here, I'm going to talk to a couple of butchers. I'm going to see if I can put an order in for some pig fat. Make myself some more lard. Right, that's my lard. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to melt about a tablespoon or so, no more than 2, and put it in with your shredded potatoes with a tablespoon or 2, depending on how much you have there, of flour, 2 eggs, and a bit of salt. Now, look what I just did. I just did that, people. Silly me. But anyway, I need some melted lard. Hold on. Okay, so it's all stirred up. It's best to fry them in lard. Okay, but, you know, do what you can. Okay? But really, it's better if you do it with actual lard, but not everybody eats animal, like meat and that kind of stuff, right? This is rendered fat from a pig to make lard. I like it. Okay, now you can see where I've got this at with the lid on. Okay, so that now is good. It's been 10 minutes. Alright. Shouldn't crack. Better not crack on me. Don't crack. I'm just going to take a little bowl. Because again, you don't want it to lose its shape. Right? But you want to bring it to... Do you see how that is? That's chicken legs. You got brown meat in that. Now, I'm just going to take the corn. Juice and all. Right? And just move it gently. Right? Oh, this is going to be so good. I'm going to put the lid back on. Keep it at that temperature. It's going to heat up. Alright? And then I'm going to mix up a bit of this gravy with a little bit of this chicken soup stock between the two of them in here. I might even heat it up separate. Taste it as I go. And then put in there after the fact. And then, because I want lots of gravy, right? I told you, this is comfort food for me right now. I'm feeling kind of, ooh. I should have had this done 3 hours ago. 3.5 hours, 4 hours ago. Instead, I was underneath the cupboard. But I get some beets. Right. This is definitely a safe YouTube video. Yeah. You can't imagine how good this is going to be. We love it. It is so tasty. The beef, oh my god. You do beef with gravy and rice, oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. Or if you heat it up the way I say heat it up, and then put it in at the very end into a soup so you don't lose its shape, right? You know, you cook it separate, and then once you know it's been heated up the way you're supposed to heat it up, after the very end of your soup, you just put it at the end of your soup, or stew I should say, stew or soup, and oh boy, it's so good. Yeah, so good. So I don't mind canning meat, because it's not only convenient, but it's so tasty. You just got to know how to heat it up properly, that's all. Right. And these I really like. Everybody in the house likes these. Technically, you're supposed to have the shreds a little smaller, but for what it's worth, I don't got time to shred for half an hour. And I don't have enough counter space to be bringing out my food processor just for this. So I settle for this. Amari gobbles this up. He had it last night. Oh boy, he really liked it. He really liked it. Because it just, I don't know, it just has its own taste, right? Unusual. Now my stove is crooked, so I have to always go like this. It's crooked on the bottom. I've been here 10 years and I've never taken the time to level it. I asked my son to help me do that one time. It didn't work. I asked the guy that did a repair on my stove one time. That didn't work. I still have to put the element in my oven. I haven't even done that yet. So, you can see that's not boiling yet. But if you leave it, turn it up to maybe 3, it's going to come to a... Right? So as that's doing that, I'm now going to make some gravy. Hold on. Okay, so that's done. Right? You can see this is runny, eh? See, that's what you want. right? I added a little extra water in there, had the lid on when I cooked it, and now though I'm going to add this in, because this is already thick, and it's going to thicken up a bit more. The whole idea is not to lose the shape of your canned meat. Okay, so it's all in how you cook it. Now, hopefully this will thicken up a little bit. I might need to make a bit more. Alright. We'll just let that heat up because I added in an extra. Yeah, that's not ready yet. What we'll do is we'll just turn it up, because I added an extra tablespoon into that pot and it was already thickening up. So maybe once the heat kind of gets a little higher here, it might just thicken up to where I want it. Let me taste it. Oh my God, you don't know how good that is, people. Oh my God. Oh, I can so taste the chicken. And the corn. Oh, this is so good. So good. And then we're cooking up these. You can see. Oops. Oh, everything's so dark for me. You don't know. Only reason I can do this stuff is because I've been doing it for 50 years. I used to cook when I was 10, 8 and 10 years old. I used to do 10 loads of laundry in a wringer washing machine, and then I'd have to hang them up outside when I was 10. And then my mother bought me a wringer washer. It's like a Hoover. A wringer washer is that kind that you have to take and run it through the wringer. I used to do 10 loads every Saturday when I was a kid, 10 years old, and I'd have to hang them up outside. And then she came with a Hoover, and that was like a wash tub on one side. And then you put it into this little spinner thing, and then you'd spin it out as you drain out the tub and throw in rinse water, and then you'd throw your clothes in there, and you'd rinse everything, put them back in the spinner, and it would just spin, and then I'd hang them outside. I've been doing this my whole life, people. That's why I'm so tired now. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what happened over here. Nope. I'm going to have to thicken it up. And then, we've got, normally I crush it, but I just don't have no counter space right now. And I don't feel like pulling out this other, so I just cut them up. Anyway, this is garlic. And then I take the water. Right, you can see. That's how you get children to start eating garlic when they're little. Like fresh. Right. Right? And then because he needs to have it broken up, I start softening it up with the sour cream. So now we're going to, oh boy, I have to break everything up, cut it up. But the sour cream softens up any crispies, but it tastes good, right? So I guess we're kind of doing a little bit of a Amari side dish. Now I know it doesn't look like much, but for, you know, a child that can't chew, people, trust me, this is good. So we've got Heinz beans. What is it in? Huh? Oh, Quebec maple syrup. Right? So I have to mash that up. And then, of course, he has his potato there. You've seen what I did with the garlic. And I may put just a little bit more liquid there, just because, right? It's good for him to learn to like it. That's how you get them to like it. And then, of course, I took out some corn. It took a while to chop it up, but it's just the way it is. And then, here's some chicken fat. Right? Because, you know, those witches always wanting me to fatten them up. I'm always stressed every day. You don't know even when they're not around talking to me about anything, I get fucking just stressed over it. People, like, just, I'm always under a microscope. I can't stand it. Anyway, can you see how nice that held its shape? Oh boy, you can really smell the chicken. Oh my lord, it smells so good. So now I have to cut everything up for him, right? And then when I'm ready to give it to him, that's when I'll put some gravy in there to heat it up, because I try and give him warm food when I can, right? So I'm going to feed him first. But before I do that, I'm going to make Andre's plate, right? Hold on. So this one's Andre's. He'll eat garlic now whole. Yep. He likes it. That's chicken from 2014, Andre.
I know.
Let me know what you think of it.
Oh, I already had this before and it tastes so good.
It tastes so good.
I love it.
He loves it. So anyway, this is Amari's. You can see how well this just, like, oh, it's just perfect, right? So anyway, I gotta blow my nose. I gotta just sit down for a few minutes. His plate is ready. So once I put the hot gravy in here, right, and in here, this is where the corn is. Okay, that's where the beans are. So between those two, and then the gravy go in here. Oh, Amari's gonna love this. You don't know. Oh, hold on.
It's recording.
Okay. So you see, he likes to sit up, people. Yeah. He's getting to be a big boy. He doesn't bite the spoon as much as he used to. Here you go. Don't bite the spoon. Come on. Oh boy. After this, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to lay down and watch BitChute. A movie. Yeah, a movie.
Should I show them on what?
What?
Should I show them on what?
What?
Should I show them what you're going to watch the movie on?
Oh, yeah, on the laptop. And then I'll fall asleep. That's what happens.
So
and
then
you know what Andre does? Andre sits and plays with his Nintendo.
Yeah, with my friend.
Yeah. And then, yeah. And I'm like...
Sometimes I'll just change the movie and play and watch the show at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah, takes advantage of Nana. And then what happens is I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sometimes I stay up till 1.
Do you like that garlic?
Sometimes I stay up.
What do you think? Can you taste the garlic? Do you see, people? He likes this.
He just goes like, what do I think of this garlic?
This has got garlic in it. See? See? I know what my grandson likes. I give him time to, like, sit up because he likes it, right?
And also he has to burp.
Well, that too, but he likes to be in control of his life as best as he can. He likes to sit up and eat. So now we're going to try the chicken with the gravy from 2014, Amari.
I just had some. It tastes so good.
It does, doesn't it? I know.
Yeah.
People will be like, 2014? How can you eat chicken from 2014? Well, because
it was canned.
It was canned. That's right. And then it did a good job. Uncle John was with us in those days. That's when I had the other canner. And, oh boy. Yeah, if it wasn't for Uncle John, I wouldn't be canning the things I do today. He was the one who said, go, try. Come on. You like that chicken? Uh-oh. Little stringy. I didn't cut it up enough. See, everything's got to be cut up. Plus, he hoards food. Yeah. Here.
He goes like, no. Nope.
Oh, he's playing, that's why. Come on.
Give me my toys. Give me my toys. He's trying to watch that little bear.
Never mind. You're eating food right now. You're not playing. Here you go.
Nope.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Come on. It was maybe a piece of skin.
No, it was this.
No.
This.
Wait, what? There you go.
Can you play with me?
Come on. There you go. That's good. Gravy with chicken. Gravy with chicken. Don't hoard that food. No. Here. You're making a mess for Nana. You what? He's playing. It annoys me when he does this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not that he doesn't want it. He just gets cocky with me. He doesn't understand that by this time I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shake the camera, so like
There you
I'm
go.
holding it
See?
like this.
Look at that. And he didn't bite the spoon. So he's been getting pretty good at that these days too. He still bites every now and then, but yeah, this chicken's just a little
No.
chink.
No.
There you go.
No.
Huh.
It's recording.
Where is it? Yeah, well, can you see? It's almost... I'm not going to leave it on for much longer.
Don't worry, it can see.
It can see. There you go.
Okay, dude, I'm back.
All about that Nintendo. Come on.
Why?
There you go. Anyway.
Wait, should we take off our backpoints though?
Here you go. Come on. Here, stop playing. You're playing. Here, come on. Come on.
That's just kind of like
It's stressful for Nana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every day I get stressed out with this. Yeah.
I say ready up.
I don't know how a person can live with as much stress as I have, people. You don't know. Here you go. Come on. Stop playing. You're just playing. There you go. Yeah. Come on. Nana made it tasty. I made everything tasty. Yes, I did. There you go.
No? Because we're on the same team.
This is good. Here you go. Don't bite the spoon. No. You're getting better at it. We've got potatoes, egg. There's flour in there.
Yeah.
And the potatoes. We've got chicken. Yeah. We've got gravy. We've got pork and beans with maple syrup. We've got sour cream. Oh, yeah. And we got garlic. Garlic. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I gave him a lot of garlic, too. Well,
I took a whole thing of garlic and my fork.
Uh-huh.
My throat just got sour, but I like it.
Hey, you like it? That's right. You know why? When you were little, and I'd give you stuff like this, I'd give it to you the same way I gave it to Amari. I'd give you garlic juice.
Garlic juice?
Well, when it's raw, yeah, when it's stuff like that. I mean, if it's cooked in the food, that's different. But this isn't cooked. This is raw, right?
Oh.
It's raw garlic. So that's how you get kids to like it. So when they grow up, they end up eating raw garlic like you.
Free games.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is a little bit of Amari's side dish. I really haven't had time to work on his cookbook,
So
but
kind of counts as
I've been
like
thinking
a
about
half
it.
Game almost, but not really.
Just keeps me thinking about it. When I start doing that, I have to weigh things out. Are you choking? Don't choke on Nana.
I never got recorded.
Don't scare me. I gotta have that heart of steel. Yeah. Can you taste it?
Oh,
That's gravy.
Hard metal.
That's gravy. Oh, yeah, he likes to savor his food. Don't you?
Oh, remember when I made a tank out of this bus? Remember when I made a tank?
You savor it. Yeah. You like to savor food. There's corn. Oh, yes, we forgot. There's also corn.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. It took me a while to cut that up, but I got it all cut up. So you got all kinds of food groups in here, Amari. Yeah. Like the good old days.
Well, they really don't. Well, there's somebody over here, though. Yeah,
yeah. In terms of YouTube. Nope. Is YouTube going to put an advertisement on this video? with that can that exploded under my cupboard.
No, not the shield. Wait, I forgot. We can just take that big bus.
As the trolls come in, saying, "Why are you giving Amari chicken from 2014? Ew." When they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know how good it is. It's better than buying it in a can, trust me. I would eat this any day before I would eat canned chicken. Yeah, I don't like the chicken that they can up these days. It's just plain old breast with water. It's bland. Doesn't have no taste. This stuff tastes like chicken. Okay? Like, serious. It's really good. Yep. Make it really good.
I wish you could ride animals.
Okay, so I'm going to finish feeding Amari, and then I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to lay down. And then chances are I'll probably fall asleep watching BitChute.
Or maybe not watching BitChute.
Well, no, I'm going to watch a movie. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but when you fall
YouTube,
asleep,
you have to sift through all the freaking, what do you call those things? Advertisements. Some movies every 5 minutes. You're pushing.
What would I have?
It's a big headache.
What would I have?
I don't know where they're running off with that money that they're making off of everybody. No. Do they even do any charity work? YouTube, that is. You never hear of them doing charity work, do you?
Just click Y and then go to the tech thing and then maybe have my account.
Okay, so this is it. You see, you have to be careful with the potato. If it's not, you gotta have it just the right kind of consistency.
Wait, should we just wait for the last person?
Otherwise, he'll choke on it. Well, you're making a mess, Amari.
I guess we could, right? And then, we don't have to. Oh yeah, don't press X because if
good
you press
boy,
X,
you being good with the spoon. Yeah. Good stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it was a little bite. I like to give them smaller bites. And this way, I know it's getting in there. Less apt to choke. You know. My goal is to... That's a little big, but... Depending on what it's mixed with, it's, you know... My goal is just to get him to eat it all, so even if I give it to him in smaller bites, and it takes 5 or 10 minutes longer to have him eat it all without choking, then I feel like it was successful versus trying to give him bigger bites and choking on it, right?
I did say that kid I was using name, but
I find little bites.
Santa's truck. Santa's truck.
Little bites do better.
Watch. It's Santa's
truck. It just takes a little longer.
Wait.
Oh, God.
What? Wait, what?
That's good stuff, eh?
Okay, can we have the vehicle? Or we want to have the vehicle? Give us the vehicle. Headshot. Yep, let's just hijack it.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna turn it again.
Oh, boy.
I know, it's confusing, right?
I'm in rough shape, people.
Am I driving or you're driving?
Yep, I'm in rough shape. I'm working too hard. Not getting anywhere in life.
Hold up. I'm gonna have the gun, like this gun. I'm gonna have my pickaxe out, actually.
There we go. And then I have to chase him.
When somebody comes at us.
I have to chase his mouth. Here, let's give you some more gravy with chicken. Come on. Sit up. Stop falling over. Oh, there goes Nana's nose again.
Hey, where? Wait, where?
Yeah.
Where? There's no perfect structure. Oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay. That's just kind of suspicious.
That's, yeah. You taste the difference, huh? That's gravy with chicken. Gravy with chicken.
I don't know.
You could taste the difference, huh? You noticed that, didn't you? What are you doing? Come on, don't play. Here you go. Good boy. See, he's not biting the spoon that much anymore. See? Been a lot more ginger about it.
Come on down to the butter bar.
There you go. Don't bite.
Over here.
Almost done, people. Yeah, another successful meal. Chicken from 2014. Yep, good stuff. Are you chewing that?
You made that big. Okay. Are you with me serious? This kid. Bruh.
Here you go. You getting full?
Die.
Oh, you got your mouth open. You're just playing with Nana.
Side.
Yeah, this is what I go through every day. Stop wiggling around so much. That's the chicken.
No, like actually, there is another one behind us.
It was a little stringy. Just a little stringy. You're sucking it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, you notice it's different, eh?
Yo.
Right? The texture, it's different
Okay, set that,
texture.
okay, set
It's very fine, but for him, he can notice it. It doesn't take much. Here you go. Look at that. You still eating it. Almost done, people. Look at that. Almost done. Yeah. Almost done.
Oh, I see him.
Might as well just finish up this video with this.
Got him. Are you freaking?
And then you'll get some milk. What are you doing?
I'm too cracked. I'm literally too cracked.
It's tasty. Everything's tasty.
Dude, just a minute. Take some minis.
That's
Take
what
some
it
minis
is
right
too, eh? All these different tastes.
I got him, okay?
You got a burp, maybe?
Go take the minis. Go take the minis.
Here,
Go take the minis.
you want? Don't bite the spoon.
No, just show you back here. Just show you back here.
Maybe he might be getting a little bit of garlic here. Right? Because I gave him extra garlic today.
But where?
I gave him extra garlic. So he could be getting
Me too.
a bite of garlic.
What?
Right. Uh-huh. Are you getting bites of garlic? Can you taste the garlic? Is that what it is? He likes it, though. As you can tell, he's still eating his food.
Got him. Take it.
Yeah. What did you taste?
That?
Did you taste the garlic? I think so. Did you see him?
Okay, there's two of them.
Is that garlic? Did you get a good bite of garlic? It's good for you. No. It's just water with garlic. I don't give him, like, whole garlic, just the water after I put the garlic in, you know.
What? I'm coming.
Whatever it was, he likes it. If he didn't like it, trust me, he wouldn't eat it. No. Or sometimes he just doesn't want to eat. I have days like that where he's not really that hungry, and what you think he doesn't like, you give it to him tomorrow.
Can you believe I killed him?
You know, one of the applesauces. Oh, there it is again, eh? Yeah, we're into potatoes, that's why. Oh.
We need to go. We need to get
You're
out of
okay.
here. Store's far.
You got a big grin on your face. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, did you get a good bite? Oh, yeah, you see? It was the garlic. Must be. It must be. Huh? Was it the garlic? Boy, you're being messy, Moy. Oh, no, I got to change
Yeah, I
you
see him,
here.
I see him, I see him.
Clean you up.
They have a sniper
You
too.
just
They have a
got
sniper
a lot
too.
of gas there, Mari.
I hit him. I hit him once. I hit him
Come
once.
on, sit up.
I cracked his shield. I cracked his shield.
Look at that.
Got him.
So we know he likes garlic, because if he didn't like garlic, he wouldn't be continuing to eat it.
Right here.
Right? I'd have to blend it in more with the food. And in this case, it's not really blending it, you know?
I got 2 sniped. I
kind of kept everything separate for the most part. Beans with the beans, corn with the gravy, the chicken with the gravy, and the potatoes with the sour cream, and then, you know, he got an extra helping of garlic water, I guess you can say. Yeah, look at that. I don't know. Look at that. See? He's almost done. Yeah. Amari's side dish. Potato pancakes. The chicken from 2014. Yeah. You like it, eh? Yeah, you can tell. Do you see how he's interacting with me? He's letting me know. He watches.
Good.
Yeah. And if he's not hungry, he won't eat.
I don't know.
If he really doesn't like it, if I try and give it to him tomorrow and he really doesn't like it, I don't force it on him. But if he's hungry tomorrow and he eat it, then fine. Right?
Jude, I have 200 V-Bucks. What should I buy?
Some days he's more like this, and other days not so much. It depends.
Like next season, like season 10.
Oh, we're gonna finish this video when the plate is empty.
So I get like a trillion V-Bucks.
Yeah. This is good. Good. Little bites. We do better with little bites. Yeah.
I'm wondering how he killed you though.
Just takes a little longer, but less apt to gag. But I think with that was the garlic. Right. Plus that gravy was kind of like strong in terms of a gravy. It wasn't a mild gravy. It was a good gravy. It's like really tasty. So when I go from sour cream or say beans the beans were sweet, right? To gravy for him, you know, it's like he doesn't know what he's gonna get until I put it in his mouth, so. Look at that. Oh, Nana's so happy.
Huh?
Yeah. And then we'll get you some milk. I'll clean you up first. One.
What about your character just stays
and then when we get near the end,
ready up every single time?
I usually count 1, and then 2, so he starts to know that we're coming near the end.
Where are we?
Right. Ooh. 3.
Let's team up, okay?
Come on. You're hoarding food, I can tell. Come on, don't.
So Jude's on my. Jude, you are
Come
on my
on,
team.
don't. We're not playing. We're finishing up. 3.
Dude, I'm grabbing the new guns, okay? I'm grabbing the new guns because they're
Last
the best.
one. There, 3. Good boy. Look, see?
I'm grabbing that fast.
Should we try and get one more? And then I always try and get that last one. Even if it's just a little one.
Get that new shotgun.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Okay? There you go. That's the last one.
the shotgun and the sniper we had.
All
in there.
done, see? Mmm. Alright.
I'm grabbing those weapons.
I'm going to go wet this. I'm going to clean you up.
Where
Okay, people. There you go. See? Oops. There goes the spoon.
Okay, I see you.
I don't know where it went. That's the end of this video. Okay, I just opened up these beets. Do you see that? Look how nice that is, people. And they smell so good. Okay, these were beets from my yard. Oh, man. Oh, man. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, they're so good. Give some of that to Amari tomorrow. And Andre. Oh man, they're so good. And then, like I said yesterday, I opened up canned beans. And that's granulated garlic. Oh boy, these are good. But these were cooked yesterday and now they're cold. But oh, they just... So this is for tomorrow with potatoes. Like maybe boiled or something. Or maybe I'll make rice.